Hello guys, welcome back with a new stream of Need for Speed 2015. I just saw a video of some more info on Need for Speed Payback. So for the guys who don't like the rain in this game, the next Need for Speed is not going to have rain. It's not going to have any weather cycles. And from the things we've already seen, it's always sunny. There is gonna be a day and night cycle, so it's not always sunny, because at night the sun isn't there. But when it's day, it's always gonna be dry and sunny. The map isn't really based on any place, although it's a little bit like Vegas, but it's more like fiction, just some roads combined together. Also, the storyline, you're going to play as 3 characters. I forgot the names, but it's gonna be one for racing, one for drift, and one for utility. And the utility is a girl, like in the scene where she jumps on the truck and steals the car back. And the other 2 are gonna be a man. Then what have I talked about already? You can find cars through the map, ship them to your garage and then modify them. I believe you can buy the car you want from the start. You have to go to a dealership and then you can buy them. I don't know if you can only buy like the car that is outside of the dealership, or that you can go in and buy a car. So, like, I'm driving a Porsche now. I think you have to go to a Porsche dealership for this one, and then for a different car you go somewhere else. Also, the cars you find, you can build them like off-road, drift. And if you build a, let's say you build a off-road car, you can race people, but you can't race like a drift car or something like that. It's gonna have its own class. I can make you guys listen to if I still find it. Because I found a video on YouTube. It's from PlayStation and please payback everything you need to know.
Holly.
Hello everyone.
Holly, we're gonna and you're gonna spill. This is an everything you need to know video. Holly's gonna tell you everything you need to know about the Need for Speed.
Everyone knows that when I come to events, I take a notepad in with me. So
yes, here it is.
Here is the notepad for this one.
No, what's first?
Okay, the first one we're going to start with PS4 Pro.
Okay.
Okay, because it's going to have special features for PlayStation 4 Pro.
Cool.
The biggest one being 4K.
4K.
So it will be in 4K. If you don't have a PlayStation 4 Pro, they've said don't worry, it'll be 1080 on PlayStation 4.
Lovely.
So nice and simple to start, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now going to move on into car classes.
Okay.
Okay, so for Need for Speed Payback, we're going with Race, Drift, Runner, which is like the utility class,
okay.
Drag, and Off-Road, which is new.
And so this, I didn't know that they were doing this at all. So they've got classes of cars, but that's within an overall system where you can customize your ride. Thank you.
There you go.
But you can customize your car, but also it starts off with like within a basic kind of class system. And they sound fairly self-explanatory.
They are.
I guess.
They are, and they have said though, when you sort of do really get into it, you can break and take certain cars out of classes via the customization. But just to keep it simple and to get it started, yes, there are just the 5 classes.
Sweet.
But since you mentioned customization, I suppose I should go into customization.
Is this point number 2 now, or
yeah,
3 even? 3?
Yeah, let's go with customization next on my list. So to make sure we've got everything, you can go customization by going into one of the garages. So you can drive to one of these. You can't just jump in from the menu.
Okay.
Now, big interface update. They were really proud of that. It looked so slick, and so gorgeous, and the fidelity they've put into like rendering the cars, I have to give it to them. It does look incredible. But for those of you that enjoy customization, maneuvering around your vehicle has become a lot easier.
Okay.
And God, they've broken it down an awful lot more.
Right.
So like the big body kits they used to do in the past, they've broken those down into much smaller parts. You have way more customization like at your fingertips.
Okay, cool.
Which we know we like.
Can I paint my car a garish colour?
You can. So
Excellent.
the editor is back, and they have said that yes, just like last time, if you make something absolutely gorgeous, you can share it with other players.
I was thinking more about making something heinous and then showing
no one downloading it.
Yeah, exactly.
But yes, yeah, absolutely, you can do that. Stance tuning has also had a big overhaul, and there's a lot more detail gone into that. And derelict cars.
Right.
Now, this is kind of shown in the trailer.
Right.
You can actually, when you're driving around the open world, you can find derelict cars, take them back to the garage, and actually do them up.
That's a cool mechanic.
It's really cool, because we found like a Volkswagen Beetle, and like we took it back, and
like love bug style.
Well, even better, they managed to then break it out of its class, and they were showing us like what it would look like if you went full off-road with it.
Right.
And it's on like massive tires, crazy suspension, huge exhaust.
Gotcha.
Like, but this is just like a broke down car you just sort of found while driving.
Because like obviously Criterion, lots of the Criterion studio who made the original Burnout series went over to Ghost, which is now making the Need for Speed series, and the car collection system in that was always, you'd beat a car and then you just have it. But I like that this kind of plays to the whole you know, like, these are like cherished objects, and you kind of like, and they're collector's items, and then they're built up in these garages and they're redone. That sounds cool. I like that.
There
That's
are
a good idea.
dealerships though. Like you don't find every car.
No.
Like it's not like a car boneyard.
No.
Like you can just go to a dealership. Again, you'll drive around the world and find these.
Cool.
And he sort of said you'll know when new cars come into stock, and it's kind of all the time. Nothing's for sale from the beginning.
Right.
But if you'll drive past the dealership, there'll be like a new car on the courtyard, and you'll be like, oh, that looks nice. Okay, maybe I'll just stop off and pick this up. I did ask if they'd be doing some online stuff, and like maybe like they'd be like, oh, this week only a flash sale at this dealership, and he said we haven't got that far yet.
Oh my
We're
God.
still working on ideas.
I'd have to play all the time. That would be, you know what I mean? Like those sorts of. That's what happened with Destiny, and then I could never stop.
And here we are.
I know.
Here we are.
Well, what's next? I can't remember what point we're on. 6 or something.
We're going to move on to the open world.
Okay.
So it is completely open world for the first time. Now they have had open track before,
right?
But this is open world, and it takes place across 4 distinct areas.
Dare I ask what the difference is between open world and open? Is that you can literally drive?
Yeah, literally.
Anywhere.
You see the mountains in the distance, just go.
I see.
Take off the track and just go. And it is canyons, mountain, desert, and like a city urban area.
Is there a specific real world location, or is it just sort of America?
It's just.
We're playing in
default.
open world America.
It's default. So it's not got that sort of, particular, this is what it was made from. It's just lots of great ideas. Cool. When you're driving around, that's how you trigger quests, that's how you trigger the races, and of course then how you can trigger the story. Yeah. There is going to be a day-night cycle, and it looks bloody gorgeous.
Because last time was nighttime only, which is classic Need for Speed, but also people, of course, were like, where's my daytime?
Well, that's what he said. He's like, the last game was so dark, we're really happy that we've got, sunshine. Yeah. But there's no weather cycle. It focused on a few other things instead. So, for example, if you're in the desert, the idea of your car gathering dust, or the way the dust kicks up, and even the way the AI will maneuver around you. Obviously, when you're probably not going to be keeping to the road rules, how the other cars around you will react. They really focus more on that than adding weather, so there isn't a weather cycle.
No, makes sense. What else you got for me, huh?
Okay, moving on next is the story.
Yep.
Now, we said again, you can trigger this by just finding the story markers on the map and going in that way.
Yeah.
Now, you actually played this. This is the Highway Heights.
I go earlier on, and I was quite impressed, actually. Yeah, I don't know where it took place within the...
Chapter 2.
Storyline. Well, there we go. It's Chapter 2, everybody.
Written that down as well.
And what, shall I explain what I did?
You do, because I've said too much now. You keep going.
Well, it was it was classic Need for Speed. I was or Burnout, and I was chasing a big truck down, and the truck contained a car which belonged to me, and I wanted it back. So my team of people had a plan which would have definitely ended them all dying if it was in the real world. We kind of went up behind the truck. One of them jumped onto it, and it was kind of I had to take down these cars that were defending the truck, and the takedowns, my God, were like from Burnout Takedown or from Burnout Paradise, slow-mo, cars spiraling behind me. I heard that it was even the same guy working on the animations, but maybe that was just what I wanted to hear. And then what happened? Oh, the most important thing was, so I was this guy initially driving with a lady called Jess, who's one of the other characters in the story, and then she was the one that climbed into the truck to try and reclaim this car, and then she kind of burst out the back, and then as soon as she did, I was driving that car instead, which I think everyone, I was like, it's hard, when you say it, it's like, oh, okay, but when you were playing it, I was like, whoa, this is actually pretty cool, and now I'm like going in a different direction. I've immediately switched up my objective, and it just felt quite quick and smart, and compared to last year where I think they tried something there with the live action kind of storytelling, and everyone went, you've tried something there, and now this seems like, how do you tell a story with a car game? They've been trying to do it for ages. This seems like a smart idea. So.
It is. So you play as Taylor, Mac, and Jess. They're actually the 3 characters.
Okay.
Taylor is a racer.
Sounds like a sitcom.
I know, doesn't it, Jess?
Taylor, Mac, and Jess.
Taylor, Mac, and Jess. Taylor is a racer. Mac specialises in drifting, and Jess is sort of utility. She's the all-around, can do a bit of everything.
Jump onto a truck.
Jump onto a truck, basically. Yeah. And the idea is when you're playing as those characters, that bit of the story will sort of be geared more towards what they'll be doing.
Okay.
So, for example, if you're playing as Mac, expect to be drifting.
Right. Okay. How often is drifting useful specifically? That's weird, isn't it?
Well, when me and Rob went ice driving, it was very useful.
I guess so. Maybe they go ice.
Maybe they go ice driving. Anyway, and I'll move on to the last bit, which is racing.
Right. That makes sense. There is some.
Yes, there is. Again, you can trigger the races by just going up to the map.
Yeah.
The first question was about rubber banding for the AI. They've worked really hard to rein that in. That had been a problem for the players in the past.
Right.
Rubber banding sort of refers to how the AI sort of come after you if you're doing really well, and how the AI makes that feel natural.
We want it to be so that you can never just be so far ahead that the competition is over, but it doesn't feel unfair that they're like coming back around on the last corner, they're suddenly next to you and you're like, dude, come on.
Yeah, exactly. So they've worked really hard on that, and the first thing they've kind of done to reduce that is you can only go into races of one class.
Okay.
So, for example, you couldn't take a racer into into a drift or into an off-road, and that means that all the cars are of the same type, which will help.
Right.
Also, of course, the AI has been improved. They will put up a fight.
Right.
And they will use the environment to advantage, and they will react to the environment. So if you're racing on a road and cars are coming at you, they'll be trying to swerve as well.
So big Burnout fanboy that I am. So I was taking people down, as I said, and it was giving me the old pornographic kind of slow-mo. Did they talk about whether there are simply kind of takedown events, or is it more based in that traditional Need for Speed racing, or did they not talk about?
They didn't talk about that at the moment.
Well, that's something I want to find out.
Well, we'll go back and ask a man.
Okay, good. Cool. Okay, well, is that everything?
One last bit.
Okay.
Bumper, bonnet, long view, and standard view. They are the 4 car views you'll be able to take. There isn't going to be a cockpit view.
There'll be someone who's been waiting to hear that all video.
I'm sorry. I should have said it first.
Right at the end. But yeah, wicked. Okay. Need for Speed Payback, something which I am going to play, because it reminds me of Burnout, which is my favourite game. I don't know if I've mentioned that during this. I've got platinum on Burnout Paradise.
I'm really proud of you.
I should shut up now. But you guys, like this video, comment, let us know what you think about the new Need for Speed game below, and do stay tuned to Access, especially this week and for the next couple of weeks. We've got loads more coming up from E3.
So that's it from the video. I hope you can hear a little bit what they said. So they closed with no cockpit view. The only game I use cockpit view in is the Crew 2, the Crew 1. 2 isn't out yet. But I would like to see it in Need for Speed. So yeah, if you guys are hyped for the new Need for Speed Payback, it's gonna be released on the 10th of November. It's still a long time waiting, but it's gonna be worth it. If you're already pre-ordered it or going to get it, or what you think about it, you can always leave a comment down below. Subscribe and like the video if you want. I'm trying to do more streams. But on the moment it's not like it was in the beginning. Also some small things from the video I just let you guys hear, where wasn't a lot of talking about. The web editor, like we already have in the game now, after the DLCs, it's gonna be back, just the same as it is now. You can create your app, you can share it, you can download from other players. I was kinda hoping you can transfer your webs from this game to the next game, but I don't think it's gonna have the same like stickers and stuff, so it can be not that easy to transfer. But like on some cars, people do a lot of work. I'm really fast going to take a look at my webs. I like sticker bombing. Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna share it. On S2000 share. Volvo. Nissan GTR. This camo fits the Porsche too. Clean red. Oh, that's a self-created web. I thought I downloaded it. This web I made on the 180SX. It's from Need for Speed Pro Street. From Ryan Tucker, I think. So like you see, most of my webs I made myself. going to Fast and Furious webs. Those are downloaded. I thought I made this one myself. My Skyline web has 577 downloads. And my Volkswagen Golf made like Herbie. This is something we can really make in Need for Speed Payback, because Volkswagen Beetle is gonna go in the game. So yeah, Need for Speed Payback is gonna have online and offline gameplay. We haven't heard how many players can be in one session. Or how much bigger the map is compared to this one. This one is actually a really big map. Well, not. I wanted to show the map. So we have a mountain area over here, and we have city, 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 more like a industrial area. We have a lot of highway, but not like the highways on Need for Speed Payback. It's gonna be way bigger and more like Forza Horizon. And we have here some mountains. What's this? Oh yeah, that's the rocks. And then we have a really long bridge over here. if I'm not on the wrong side. But yeah, so this is where we always came to drag race to each other. I don't think I'm on the right spot. Might be this bridge. If they add some really long highways, like... Yeah, this is the bridge. If they add a suite of like this, 1, 2, 3, 4 roads next to each other and a long strip, so you can do drag races online or just make some fun. And also you can check out your top speed of your car. What's something I haven't done with this one. Still smiling. So 365 is the top speed of this one. But these were mostly like imports or exotic cars. While on the Need for Speed Payback, it's more gonna be muscle cars, like American classics, like also imports. Not a lot of them, I think. I hope there are gonna be a lot. And I died. The crashing will be better in the next Need for Speed, because I have seen some videos of where they have to take out other cars. If I do a little tap to another car, then I die in this game. And Payback it's gonna be different. I haven't felt the handling myself, but from what I see, it looks a lot of difference than this one. More realistic. They're after a big ass truck crashing into BMWs and Chargers and jumping on a trailer of a truck, then flying out with a car. That's not realistic at all, but like the driving and the handling. Also a day and night cycle. I wish we could see some rain in the game. But it's not going to happen. Like they said, they more noticed on the dirt and stuff, like dirt and I already said dirt and dust on your car. And like you saw in the beginning of the video, my Porsche was dirty, but you can't really see it while driving, so then I think I got everything I wanted to say. I believe the next stream is gonna be over GTA. Because I heard something about a possibility to get a DLC of tuners and outlaws. If you want to know what I'm talking about before I go to stream, because I don't really know when I'm going to do a next stream, then you should look up on the channel of GTA Wise Guy. But I think most people who like GTA already know his channel. And if you don't, take a look, because it has really nice stuff in it. It's actually most of the time modding on PC, but like in a good way, not like taking your money or I'm gonna do this thing. One should go first. Like this Skyline I just took. It's my first drift build, like for the web. On the windows, all the brands, and on the back. I just wanted to park my car here. See? Nothing happened. So I hope you guys know a little bit more about Need for Speed Payback now. I hope you could understand everything in the video, or else you have to go to the YouTube page of PlayStation Network. That's where the video was on. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.